Good day everyone, welcome to JD's channel. Today, we're going to discuss another topic. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more tutorials. Thank you and God bless.
Good day everyone, welcome again to JD's channel, and for today's topic we're going to discuss all about coil pitch, pitch factor, and distribution factor. So let's get started. For the content, we have first the coil pitch and the coil pitch. Secondly, pitch factor or the cording factor. Thirdly, distribution, breadth, or belt factor. And lastly, we are going to solve problems with regards to this topic. So first, we define the coil pitch and the coil pitch. Okay, so what is the coil pitch? Coil pitch is the distance between the two sides of an individual coil of an AC armature winding. So that is the coil pitch. Now, when the angular distance between the side of a coil is exactly equal to the angular distance between the center of adjacent field poles, the coil is termed to be coil pitch coils. And the armature winding made up of coil pitch coils is termed as coil pitch winding. So here is an example of coil pitch coil, kagaya ng nasabi kanina. So yan. Okay, so in this figure, the angle A, so here, the angle A, the angular distance between coil side is, ayan, so titingnan natin dito, the angular distance is 90. Okay, 90 mechanics. And the angular distance naman between the adjacent pole, so dito, okay, between the adjacent pole is also, ayan, pole center is also 90 mechanical degree. Therefore, the coil pitch is 90 over 90, or we have this 1 pitch. In addition, the angular distance between the coil side and the adjacent pole center, so yun, the adjacent pole center and the coil side class is also measured in electrical degrees. The angular distance between adjacent pole center is 180 electrical degree. And so the angular distance between the coil side of a full pitch coil is also 180 electrical degrees. So that is the full pitch coil class. Full pitch coil is equals to the 180 electrical degrees. Okay. Then, when the angular distance between the side of a coil is less than the angular distance between the center of adjacent field poles, the coil is termed to be fractional pitch coil, or yung short pitch coil. An armature winding made up of fractional pitch coil or the short pitch coil is termed to as fractional or short pitch winding. Yan. So here is an illustration of a fractional pitch coil or yung short pitch coil. So here, class, in the illustration, ayan. So again, A is the angular or the angle A, the angular distance between the coil side, ayan, between the coil side is 60. So you can see ito, ayan, so yung 60. Or, ayan, 60 mechanical degree or 120 electrical degree. And the angular distance between adjacent pole center is it remains 90 degree. Okay? Ayan. 90 mechanical degree or 180 electrical degrees. Therefore, the coil pitch is 60/90 or 120/180, or we have the 2/3 pitch. So, yan po yung ating short pitch coil or yung ating fractional pitch coil. Yan. So, pag sinabi natin fractional or short pitch coil, it is less than 180 electrical degree. So, next one is the pole pitch. Pole pitch is the peripheral distance between two adjacent poles or distance between the center line of the adjacent north and south pole. It is equal always to 180 electrical degree. So the next one is the pitch factor or the chording factor. So the pitch factor or the chording factor, or sa ibang book, it is called coil span factor. Okay. Pitch factor is the ratio of voltage generated in fractional pitch to the generated voltage in pole pitch coil. So here's the formula. So pitch is equal to the coil span in a number of slot over the slot per pole, and Kp, okay, or in other books, Kc. Ayan. So yung ating voltage generated in fractional pitch coil over ng voltage generated in pole pitch. And we can also use the formula Kp is equal to sine times the quantity 90 times the pitch na nakuha natin gamit itong formula na ito. Okay? So the next one is the distribution or yung ating breadth and yung ating belt factor. Okay? Yung yan. Kasi sa other books tawag is distribution, sa other books is breadth, and sa other books naman is belt factor. Yan. So ito yung ating mga formula class. Yan, we have KB or minsan ang gamit is KD, so wala nang problema. KB, it's because of breadth or belt factor yung kanyang inilalagay. Pag KD naman, it's distribution factor. So is equals to sine n times yung ating delta over ng s over ng 2 over ng n sine delta over ng 2, and then yung ating n is equals to slot over ng ating pole, okay, over ng base natin, and then n is equals to or is also equals to ys over ng p, kasi yung ys natin kasi is slots over ng pole. And then yung ating delta na ito, which is 180 electrical degree over ng ating ys. And then ito yung ating generated voltage per phase, which is equals to 2.22 kp kb or kd frequency flux times yung number ng ating conductor per turn, yun yung ating Z. And then ito naman ginagamit natin class, ita-times lang natin siya by 10 raised to negative 8 if yung kanyang flux is in Maxwell or lines. Pag naman siya naka-Weber, hindi na natin ita-times siya doon. Just sa conversion lang yan. And then we also have this formula for the terminal voltage or yung ating EL, which is the square root of 3 times yung ating E-phase. Yan. Yung ating E-line and E-phase voltage terminal, and then yung ating E-phase. So, yan. Ito po yung kanyang mga ibig sabihin. So, yung ating generated EMF per phase, yung ating Kp is the pitch factor or coil span factor. Kd or Kb is the bell factor or yung ating distribution factor. F the frequency in hertz, flux is in Weber, thus Z natin is the number of conductor in series per phase. Phase number of pole, and is the speed of the rotor's rotation in RPM, and yung ating that is the number of electrical degree between adjacent slot, and Y is the coil pitch. So let's now proceed. Ayan, so ready na tayo. Yung ating mga nalaman, yung ating mga naintindihan na theory, formulas, we apply it dito sa ating problem solving class. So for sample problem number 1, a 6-pole 3-phase AC generator has 72 slots. The coil span is 12. What is the pitch factor? Ayan, so paka-ready po ng ating mga ball pen at calculator, and also the notebook or a clean paper, and then tayo po ay magsusolve na. Sabayan niyo po ako at tayo magsusolve. Okay, so given, so we have the pole which is 6, slot which is a 72, coil span that is 12, and it is in 3-phase. So the required is the pitch factor or coil span factor, the Kp. Okay. So the formula is we're going to use, hanapin mo natin yung pitch which is the coil span over the slot per pole, and then the pitch factor which is yan. So we can use this sign times the quantity 90 times yung pitch, since makukuha natin yung pitch. Ito yung mas madaling ayan yung formula natin. So solution, finding the pitch. Okay, so coil span over ng slot per pole. So we have the coil span that is 12 over ng slot natin na 72 over ng 6 pole. So we have 72 divided 6. Ayan. We have 12. 12 divided 12. So we have 1. So pitch is equals to 1. And then substituting the value of pitch from this formula, Kp is equals to sine 90 times the pitch. Yan, so sine is equal to sine times the quantity 90 times 190 times 1 is 90, and then sine 90 is equals to anong sine ng 90, which is 1. So therefore, the value of our Kp is ayan. So we have the value of Kp that is 1. And so check po natin kung tama yung ating sagot. Ayan, so kung tama po, so kumpara na tayo. So ayan, let's proceed sa ating sample problem number 2. Ayan, so a 3-phase alternator has 6 slots per pole per phase. Determine the distribution factor or the Kd or Kb natin. So, and we have the 3-phase, we have 6 slots per pole per phase. So that is our given. So let's proceed. So we have the N that is 6, and ayan, 3-phase natin. So the required is the Kb. And the formula to be used, ayan, so yung ating N, Y, S over ng 3, so Ys is slot per pole, and then yung ating delta which is 180 electrical degree over ng Ys, and then Kb or Kd is equals to sine, then yung ating N times delta over 2 over ng N sine delta over ng 2. So solution, finding the Ys muna. Okay, so substitute the value that we have. So 6 is equals to Ys over 3. Tapos, in getting the Ys, so Ys is equals to 6 times 3. And then Ys would be, ayan, so 18. So next one, nakuha na natin si Ys. So the next one is yung ating delta naman. So delta is equals to 180 electrical degree over ng Ys. Substitute the value of Ys. So we have 180 electrical degree over ng 18. So the answer would be, yan. So we have 10 electrical degree. And then the next one is the KD na, or the KD, finding the KD. So substitute lang natin yung ating nakuha value class. So okay, so substitute the value. We have sine, okay, times the quantity 6 times 10 electrical degree, okay, over ng 2 over ng 6 as sine times the 10 electrical degree over ng 2. So we have the answer 0.9561. So class, ito ay naka-round off na sa 4 decimal places. Since ayan yung ating condition sa ating pong problem set, sa sample problem, sa quiz, sa exam, ang round off lang po natin is sa final answer. Okay? So check your answer. Ayan, check natin ang ating answer kung we have the same answer. Ayan, so for the final answer for checking, ayan, so we have, ayan, tama naman tayo, KD is equals to 0.9561. So the next one, sample problem number 3, a purple 3-phase 50 Hz star connected AC generator has 24 stator slot. There are 6 conductor per slot and sinusoidally distributed flux per pole of 63 milliweber. Find the terminal voltage on open circuit if the coil span factor is unity. So yan, dami nating given yan. So we have the 4 pole, yan, 3-phase 50, 24 slots, 6 conductor per slot, 63 yung ating flux, yan yung ating KP. So yan, let's start for the solution. So we have 3-phase, we have P which is 4, frequency na 50s, that's not 24. Yan yung ating flux which is 63 milliweber. We have KP that is equals to 1, and we have the 6 conductors per slot. Ayan, 6 conductors per slot. Okay, so we are going to find EL, since EL is the terminal voltage. Ayan. So the next one is formula to be used. So formula is, ayan, so medyo madami. Ayan, pero familiar na naman tayo. So the YS, slot per pole, N is YS over ng 3. So since per phase ang kailangan natin, and then delta is 180 electrical degree over ng ng YS, and the Z is the number of conductor in series per phase. Ayan. And then ang ating KD or KB, ano po, so sine is equals to yung ating N times delta over ng 2 over ng N sine delta over ng 2, and then yung ating generated EMF per phase. Okay, so yung 2.22 kV KD, frequency flux, and yung ating Z. And then since Z yung ating nandito, and then yung ating terminal voltage which is the square root ng 3 times ng ating E phase. So let's go with the computation class. So first, the YS. So YS is slot per pole. Okay, so substitute R given. So we have 24 over ng 4. So we have YS is equals to 6. Okay, so we have YS equals to 6. And now finding for the N, since N is equals to YS over ng 3, we have the 3-phase. Okay, so substitute natin, nakuha natin 6 over ng 3, and we have now N which is equals to 2. And then finding the delta class, so we have the formula 180 electrical degree over ng ating YS na nakuha natin kanina. So YS is, ayan, so delta is equals to 180 electrical degree over ng 6, that is RYS. So the answer will be, ayan, so delta is equals to 30 electrical degrees. So the next one, class, is yan, KD, finding KD. So yan yung ating formula. Substitute na natin yung ating mga nakuhang value, class. So we have sine times the quantity 2 times yung kanyang 30 electrical degree na nakuha natin kanina over ng 2 sine 30 electrical degree over ng 2. And then, ayan, so we get, class, the value that is 0.96, 59, 25, 82, 63. So as you can see, class, hindi ako nag-round off dito. So ito yung nakuha natin. Yan yung ating isa-substitute mamaya dun sa ating isa pang formula. So the next one, class, is ayan, finding the Z naman. So Z is the number of conductor in series per phase. So may condition kasi dito si Z. Ayan. So Z kasi is equals to, ayan, number ng conductor over na, ayan, conductor per phase. So Z is, ayan, conductor per slot times the slot per phase. So we have 6 conductor per slot. Okay? Diba yun yung ating given, 6 conductor per slot. And we have 24 slot. And then we have 3 phase. So, yan, makakancel natin yung slot. Okay? So, magkakancel tayo ng slot dito, diba? So, makakancel natin yung slot dito and then yung slot doon. Okay, so matitira ngayon is yan. So we have the 48. Ayan, 48 conductor per phase na siya. So that is the value of our Z, class. And then next is, yan, finding the E phase or the generated EMF per phase. So i-substitute lang yung natin yung ating mga nakuhang KD. Ayan yung ating Z. Ayan po, kasi since KP naman is given na, and this is also given frequency and flux. So we have this, ayan, 2.22 multiplied yung ating given na KP. And then yung ating KD na nakuha or KB or KD, and then yung ating frequency, and then yung ating flux, okay? And then yung ating Z na nakuha kanina. Ayan. So, ayan ga. Class, we have the value that is 334.519432 volts. Okay? And then, class, hindi pa po yan yung ating final answer. So, we are asked to find the terminal voltage. Ano po? So, finding for the terminal voltage or yung ating EL is the square root of 3 times yung ating E phase. So, nakuha natin value ng E phase, multiply natin by square root ng 3. So, square root ng 3 times 334.5194.32.2. So, class, kind input sa inyong mga calculator, and the answer would be, ayan, ito po, class, ay naka-round off na sa 4 decimal. Ano po, since ito yung ating final answer. So, we have this 579.4047 volts. Okay, so try to check if we have the same answer. So final answer, ayan. So class, we have the same answer, 579.4047. So yeah, class, that would be all for this tutorial. Thank you, and I hope that you get something and you learned something from this tutorial, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more tutorials. So thank you, class, and to God be all the glory. So thank you, and keep safe for everyone. God richly bless you.